Hi, Matt. These are the messages I'm being guided to share with you. Every time I sit down to record this, I have this overwhelming feeling of I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. And that's you I'm picking up. You're not ready to plug back into the normal world, eat, work, sleep, repeat. And you need to understand that that's very true. Your soul is not ready. And it probably won't be for at least another 5 to 6 months. And to trust your inner knowings of what's best for you. As I said before, you may need some solo time, some just not trying to plug into the world, to actually unplug from all of it and to just connect into the natural world. The ocean, watching the birds and the beach, sitting on a beach for hours, just watching the waves, watching a spider weave a web for hours and admiring the geometrical shapes of it. It may sound silly or it may completely resonate with you. Before, when I was plugging in, I was hearing Matt's girlfriend, not a fan. Solo flight. Okay. So that's why I asked you if Jared and your girlfriend got along, because it was Matt's girlfriend, not a fan. And but it came clear afterwards was that she's probably not a fan of you going someplace to be alone to heal for a while. And you know, society and the world says no, we can't let somebody who's not in a good place be alone because they're so depressed they might do something awful. But solitude is necessary for healing. A healthy dose of solitude, okay? We also have to know when we're swirling down too far that we have to have our breaks. We have to be able to pick ourselves back up. I'm also being guided to share with you a little bit more of my story because it's souls who are on similar journeys that connect with me. And that's why I was picking Jared up so clearly. I believe a lot like myself. He just had other knowings and a belief that there's got to be more to frickin' life than eat, work, sleep, repeat, die. And when your inner knowings don't match with the outer world, it causes the great conflict. I distinctly remember standing in my room and going, what the fuck is the point of knowing when no one will listen? And that was probably the part of my journey where I was before I really opened up the world to this knowing, to connection with the spirit world, is when I met you and your brother. So hindsight's 2020. All sorts of people come in and out of our lives for certain specific reasons. And now when Jared's soul was moving on to the next stage, he also knew that mine was available here to share messages from that side, right? So that's why I started to pick him up prior. And also why I kind of surfaced into your guys' world slightly before that too. Just like, hey, remember this crazy lady? And if you knew everything that had transpired in my life in the last 7 years, you'd realize how crazy it could be. You and Jared had a language of your own, and he wants you to know that there's other people who speak that language. Okay? And you're still speaking it, right? When you know, those imaginary conversations you're having with him, well, there's no such thing as just our imagination. Our imagination is our magical gift. It's been downsized and minimized, and like a lot of things in our world, inside out, upside down, and backwards. And you will heal faster if you start to just trust those things that seem a little crazy and out there and bizarre. Jared was showing me that he was with a very beautiful young male soul, this soul that would have been his child. All right. And instantly after showing me that, no regrets, no regrets, no regrets was the message coming through loud and clear. Jared had no regrets. And so that's very important for you and your father to know and understand. Okay. The wanting to do the DMT and the ayahuasca, well, that was his spirit calling, because those are spiritual medicines. They're not just to be taken for a trip. It's very opening up into other worlds and a greater capacity of who we are. And it would have been why he was so drawn to it. He is asking that you look at the bigger, more spiritual aspects of all of these things for some answers and clarity and some relief and comfort here on this side. And you will be able to connect more easily with him as you let go of some of the limiting beliefs that the world has put upon you and open up those other worlds. Follow that desire to open up more worlds. And Jared is the third person to give me a compliment on my art. He's saying I would have made a kick-ass tattoo artist, which I found very humorous coming through. And I appreciated the compliment. So, excited to share that with you as well. Yeah, to trust that your the language and the understanding of energies was a very powerful gift, and you can open it and expand upon it. It's to be used for healing, to help others, and your connection with him on the other side will bring you great comfort in the coming days. I'm really being guided to tell you to hang out by the river if you can, and have some fun. Have some fun. He kept playing that one song loud and clear through the living years. So I'm being guided to just tell you to check it out and maybe listen to the lyrics from the beginning to the end and find some comfort in there. All right? Because as soon as I agreed that I would share that with you, then I stopped playing it so loudly and over in my head. So Through the Living Years, I believe is the name of the song. Say it loud, say it clear. And when you're speaking loudly and clearly, he's hearing you loudly and clearly. And know that when you're quiet and still, you can listen as well as you hear. You can listen to his messages just as well as you hear the birds, the bees, or me talking here to you now. You just have to trust that that's what it is and it's coming through, okay? Trust it. He's still talking to you loud and clear. You can't cut that cord, the bond of love. It can get twisted up, it can get tangled, and but even between dimensions, it's still there, okay? The cord of love, the power of love is so powerful. Trust it, believe it, and understand the power of it for your own self-healing. You have an amazing connection. Celebrate it, enhance it, and share it. Share it with your outside voice. Pick up the phone and tell your dad, hey, I was connecting with Jarrett today, and maybe it was just my imagination, but this is the messages I was getting. It felt like he was here today, and when I was doing this, it felt like he was hanging around. And share those stories with your dad, because then it will encourage him to say, the same thing for me today. I was in the kitchen and I was, doing this, and suddenly I just felt like he was there and, hanging out with me while I was making breakfast. And these are the open conversations that I'm really strongly encouraging you to have, because you guys will notice the magical synchronicities. And then you go, oh, wow, it's funny that you say that, because this happened to me. And by being open and sharing those imaginary things or things that are going on, those interactions with Jarrett's spirit, they will come in more clearly, and you will all heal more fast and together more easily, and find some comfort there with those stories. And really share those stories that make you laugh and make you smile. It is so powerful, so healing. The happy stories. And the moments of sadness, they're going to grip your heart, yes. But really, as soon as you can, twist it around and go, wow, you know what? I'm really grateful I got that memory. I'm really grateful I got it. There's a whole lot of people on this planet that got no connections, no happy stories, no happy memories. And they've lived a hollow life. Mine is saturated and overflowing with beautiful connections, with beautiful people. And I have so much to celebrate, and thank you for helping me celebrate. Jarrett wants you to follow your soul's passion, get back to the roots of the things that bring you sheer joy, whether it be digging in the dirt, and let go of the thought of money or how's it going to make it in the world. Really, the soul knows so much more than the mental clutter in the world, and connecting to that and those messages is the key to changing the world and helping more beings and more souls like myself, like Jarrett, like others out there who just have a knowing that there's more to it, and that we are key to changing the way things are, right? We need to bring more of this information, of this connection from soul to soul, of this language and how it can heal to more people. That's part of my journey, because my own family could not hear the messages or refuse to, actually. It was just like, no, 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 not going to talk to you about that woo-woo stuff. And my heart and my soul so passionately knew that the things that I knew, the knowings, the thoughts in my head were so valuable to help others heal. That even if they wouldn't hear me, and even if they wouldn't support me, I had to go out into the world and share what I knew with the other people out there who needed to hear the words, the messages. You're going to be a part of my journey. You're going to help me get out there and share this gift with more people. That's what I'm being told to tell you. I'll leave that with you. As I said when you and your dad came out here, take what resonates with you. Just let the rest be, okay? If you have any questions about if this has been Jarrett coming through, or could it be like this, absolutely, please do not hesitate to pick up the phone and call me. Send me a message on Facebook, okay? And Get the doubt out. Get the doubt out. It's an obstacle. When the doubt is gone, the magic happens. All right. I know Jared's been hanging around with you guys, and he's really, really grateful that you're hearing these messages. And he's really, really grateful that I'm able to give you some ease and help take away some of the pain. Because that is the only thing that he had any regret about, was the burn that it left with those he loved when his soul left this dimension. So much love, so much love, so much love. We have so much power and so much going for you. Give yourself some time. Like I said, it's going to take at least 5 to 6 months before you're going to have anything close to being able to do what the real world schedule is going to be okay with you. Give yourselves that time, okay? Sleep when you need to sleep. Be awake when you need to be awake. Go for a walk when you need to go for a walk. Time in the rest of the world has to be taken out of the formula, because you will not be able to relate and fit into it. And don't let the rest of the world tell you you have to, when your soul knows that's not the way for you. All right? These are the messages I'm sharing with you. I know they're going to help. Smiles to you. Talk to you soon. It's me, Dana. Oh.